A dangerous escalation of tensions has gripped Eastern Europe following accusations by Poland's Prime Minister of Russian drone incursion into its airspace, prompting Warsaw to invoke Article 4 of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization Charter. This move, a serious diplomatic step, signals a perceived threat to Poland's territorial integrity and has immediately drawn strong reactions from Moscow and key European Union leaders. The situation remains fluid, raising concerns about the potential for a broader confrontation, even as Russia vehemently denies any wrongdoing and suggests a deliberate provocation. Poland's prime minister, whose name was not specified in the immediate reports, accused Moscow of repeated violations of its airspace by unmanned aerial vehicles, characterizing these actions as aggressive and destabilizing. Invoking NATO's Article 4 means that Poland believes its territorial integrity, political independence, or security is threatened, thus initiating consultations among all NATO members to discuss the situation and consider a joint response. This action automatically elevates the incident from a bilateral dispute to a matter of collective security for the entire alliance, underscoring the gravity of Warsaw's concern. Following Poland's invocation, prominent European Union leaders swiftly rallied behind Warsaw, demonstrating a united front against what they perceive as Russian aggression. Ursula von der Leyen, President of the European Commission, and Mark Rutte, Prime Minister of the Netherlands, were among those who publicly expressed solidarity with Poland and condemned the alleged drone incursion. Their statement reinforced the message that any violation of a member state's sovereignty would be met with a firm and coordinated response from both the EU and NATO. This display of unity aims to deter further provocative actions and to reassure member states of collective defense commitments. However, Russia has strongly pushed back against Poland's accusation. Moscow issues an emphatic denial of any drone incursion into Polish airspace, labeling the allegation as baseless and potentially part of a false flag operation designed to incriminate Russia and escalate tensions. Russian officials suggested that the drone incidents might have been orchestrated by other parties to create a pretext for increased Western military involvement in the region or to justify harsher sanctions against Russia. This counter-accusation further complicates the narrative and deepens the diplomatic standoff, as both sides present conflicting accounts of events. Adding another layer of complexity to the unfolding situation, Moscow simultaneously confirmed that it had carried out a major precision drone strike across multiple Ukrainian defense hubs, while Russian authorities asserted these strikes were legitimate military operations targeting Ukrainian infrastructure and capabilities. The timing of this announcement, coinciding with the drone incursion accusations by Poland, intensified concerns across Europe. The confirmation of extensive drone activity in Ukraine immediately fueled suspicions that any incursion into Polish airspace, if they occurred, could be related to these broader operational movements, even if unintentionally. The confluence of Poland's Article 4 invocation, robust EU support, and Russia's denial paired with its confirmed strikes in Ukraine has created a volatile geopolitical environment. European leaders are now faced with the critical task of discerning the truth behind the drone incident and deciding on an appropriate collective response. The central question remains whether Europe is teetering on the brink of a larger military confrontation or if these events represent a diplomatic flashpoint that can be de-escalated through careful negotiation and intelligence sharing. The stakes are incredibly high, as miscalculation or misinterpretation could have severe consequences for regional and global stability. The situation demands extreme caution and concerted diplomatic effort to prevent an already tense environment from spiraling into an uncontrollable conflict. That's all for me for today. If you like the video presentation and you would like to follow for more, hit that subscribe and like button now, and we will continue to build this show for you. Thank you to all of you guys who have subscribed. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.